Hello everyone and welcome back to SubwaySim Hamburg. Today we are in the release version of the game, albeit still early access, and we are in expert mode, where we are in control. In this video I'm going to be showing you how to cold start the DT5 train and how to set up the Ibis and your route. And then we will drive a short little working on this train. Without further ado, let's get into it. So the first thing we want to do, of course, is actually open the door of the train, and voila, not too difficult indeed. And then we're just going to close it like so. Ta-da! Now, excellent. So basically the game has been out for a week and cold starts are in. This is actually quite simple. It's probably one of the most basic and straightforward cold starts there is. Even I was surprised by it. We put in the key and we twist it. The train is now on. I'm not sure if this is because they've just skipped a few steps for now, or if this is just how you cold start this, but if this is the case, it is quite simple indeed. Now, in order to set up the route and the Ibis, we need to use this thing. Now, to use this thing, we need to use this little guide here, which is in German, but luckily we got some German on us. At the moment, we are in Gartenstadt, and we will go towards, let's say, Berliner Tor. That should be a good little route. Don't want to make it too long. So, the first thing we need to do is put in a train number, Zugnummer. This consists of Haltestelle code for the start station, so this is the station code for the start station. These are given here, so NR are the station codes. Then we need to give the time of departure in hours and then in minutes. For destination, we need to give the destination, the station code of the destination station, and then for driver ID, it's basically, I think it can be anything. Okay, cool, excellent. So, we are starting in, so for train number, so basically you'll notice this is still in German, presumably that will be updated soon. This is in English, although I would prefer if this was in German, it'd make it feel more authentic, but I guess obviously then if you don't speak German, you can't quite enjoy the game as much. So our train number, so 86 for Warmbeck Gartenstadt, the time is 9:02, we will depart at 09:05, so that's good. The next thing we need to do is we need to go down. So, no. So our target number is, let's see the station code, I forgot the station code of this destination station. So we are heading towards Berliner Tor, and the code for that is 80. It's 80 because we are going from, so this is if you're going towards, this is if you're from Barmbek, going towards Wandsbek Gartenstadt, whereas this side, the right hand side, is if you're going from Wandsbek Gartenstadt to Barmbek. Okay, excellent. So the next thing we want to do is we want to put in 80. And then our driver ID, it said XXXX, so I'm just going to put 000000. I think that's all good to go. I think. Wrong input, okay, that's strange. But did it say XXXX? Okay, I think that's right. So now what we want to do is we want to set up our this is in German, so see there's an updated thing. Now what we want to do is we want to set up our Ibis, because if you take a look at the moment, our Ibis is still not on. It's saying bitte nicht einsteigen, which basically means please do not get on. So we need to go into, not that's the camera, so I just go back there for a second. I think with this camera, this is the camera here, which at the moment is not on. We can turn it on, and this should turn on. And then we can switch this on. Okay, anyway, that's not quite what we're here for. So what we want to do is you go into passenger cabin. The lights are automatic. Driver's cabin, we don't want the lights. So yeah, remember this is the temperature. This is the heating control, so you can increase or decrease the heater. And then this is a speed limit stuff. But what we want to do is go into here. Oh, so we want to go into FIS, and then we want to go to ZZAA. We're doing the U3. And then our station code is this time the letters, so for Berliner Tor it's BT. So now the only thing is this has been translated with Google Translate, so Übernehmen, takeover, so Übernehmen, I'm not really sure takeover is exactly what it's meant to be, because takeover, when you translate directly from German, kind of means a different thing. This is, I presume, meant to be like confirm. So now if you take a look outside, the thing is set up. So now as you can see here, it's showing us the destination, so that's all set up. So we are due to leave at 5 past, so I presume once that is ready that this will all work, I hope. So in the meantime, let's open the doors. Well, no, that hasn't worked. Why hasn't this worked? Is the question. Do you mean it's wrong input? Beliebig. Far ID. Maybe this is just the name, the number of this train, which is, I think this is 402. 4371. So 4371. Wrong input. Interesting. No, I have to get rid of this. Okay, let's try this again. So, but yeah, basically all of that is correct there, except for this. I'm not sure what it means here by this XXXXX. Which is not quite clear, because like this is AA, this is HH, this is MM, so like minutes. Maybe a far ID is here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pause this for a second and just see where I can find our far ID. Okay, sorry, this is being a bit glitchy. Okay, cool. So, what we need to do here is figure out this driver ID. So, beliebig. Let's see what this means in Google Translate. That's what we will do. Because I think it means popular, but I'm not quite sure. Beliebig. Whatever. Okay, so yeah, that can be pretty much anything. So that should be working. So maybe just it doesn't like the fact that we've put in. It doesn't like the fact that we've put in a 0000. So let's put in some actual random numbers. So our train number is 860909. Our target number is 80, and then this is 56821. I think that should work. There we go. Okay, cool. So basically, we couldn't put in. So that's worked there. Basically, the issue is you just don't put 0000. That doesn't work. As you can see now, we have to wait until 9:09. So we have to wait here a few seconds. Let's open the doors on the right-hand side. Let's see if anyone will be getting on. Currently, it does not look like that is the case. So we are now free to go. So as you can see here, it's telling us wait 39 seconds. So one of the new features within SubwaySim Hamburg over the last week is now they've added in this expert mode, where basically it tells you how long to wait, and it's kind of like Train Sim World 3, where basically instead of just kind of driving around trying to guess what the timetable is here, it indicates to you know, pretty much how long you have to spend at each station, and this way you can kind of have a timetable mode. So now I guess we'll talk a bit about the release of this game. So upon release of this game, there was some issues. It was mostly negative. I think people were basically saying it wasn't quite optimized just yet. I think probably one of the main things that the developer should have done is they should have been a bit. They should have said earlier on that this was early access, because I don't necessarily think it was very clear from the very beginning that this was an early access build. I think they kind of left that little message towards the end, just before release. So, but you know, that's been indicated now. So I guess for early access, to be fair, it is very similar to, I guess, the level of quality that Charm Sim was when it was first released. So I guess, you know, it is kind of what was expected there. As you can see here now, we have the speedometer, which shows us what the speed limit is. So again, they haven't, to be fair, they've been releasing lots of updates and working on this tirelessly. So they are taking on board the input of the you know, people. And now I guess we're getting the coast out much quicker on these trains, and it's nice to be seeing these features. I think in terms of graphics, we could still use a bit more optimization. It turns out that many other people were having some issues with graphics, and this wasn't just an issue on my PC. Okay, cool. I like this little bar. It shows us if we're going, you know, acceleration level and all this. So, you know, they have added new adjustments that definitely make the game much more enjoyable. Yes. Cool. Performance still isn't ideal. Hopefully in time it will get better. I guess once you get past this tree area, things will get better. Like trees in the Unreal Engine 5 are always a bit of a nightmare. But I'm very curious to hear people's thoughts on this game so far. I know some people are having some issues, but you know, it is always reassuring to see that developers are taking these things seriously. Oh, we're gonna overshoot this. Oops, that's not great. Cool. So we can open the doors. I'm not really sure why there's no passengers around. Okay, there's a few there. So at 9:11 we're meant to leave, so we're meant to leave in the next 15 seconds. The doors are closed. You have overshot this a bit, so because it's a bit embarrassing, let's just move away from here. Let's go slowly, try to get a nice screenshot for a thumbnail. The only issue is these thumbnails don't look great for me when I take the screenshots with Steam. You can hear the announcements there. Back up to 80 kilometers an hour. So yeah, folks, that's really how you cold start this. It's not that it's very straightforward. Here we can see the inside of the train, the camera. Again, the camera, not the most highest quality. Definitely some work still to be done there. But this is early access. I think this is probably a lot more early access than the developers probably would have wanted it to be. But it is developing along, I guess. Yeah, I can imagine if you're on a lower end PC going through these trees is no fun. Because trees have a lot of polygons in them and details, which kind of makes them quite laggy. Why am I slowing down here? I guess I should be slowing down in the turn. But we could probably take this turn at 80 kilometers an hour. Oh, was I meant to be at that station at that time? Yes, we're over the speed limit here. Oops. Let's slow down. Oh, why am I slowing down this much? I think that's the train depot there. Yeah, that's the depot. So hopefully the depot is going to be added into in a future update. Look at all those AI trains. They can also adjust like the amount of AI trains there are, which is quite interesting because you can change from medium to low, which I guess is obviously good for the performance. Okay, this time we will stop things on time. So we have a red signal, so I think we actually might be... No, we should be early then if it's a red signal. I was just pressing the space bar there by accident, thinking that that is the horn. But actually, it turns out it is. Because it isn't showing some wool tree. So yeah, now we are in Ibis. So did I maybe it hasn't registered that I arrived at Habigstrasse. So yeah, because it's saying information about the U-tree is not currently available. What station is this? I have a feeling maybe because we overshot that thing, and then actually, like the last station, it probably still thinks we're at that station. Which in case this might not work. There's the information desk. What's the name of this station? Yeah, so I think that's probably what's happening here. Let's just get out of the train and see what station we're at. Probably should not leave that door open, but let's be real, if I try to drive that, it will not work. Oh, we're in Barmbek. So basically, folks, what's happened is I've actually gone the wrong way. So maybe I'm meant to be controlling the signals myself. So yeah, the reason is this Barmbek? No, I think that's saying that this... No, wait a minute. No, this... Yeah, so we are in Barmbek, so obviously I've gone the wrong way. So, do apologize about that, folks. Basically, just make sure you're going the right way next time. But I guess, we've kind of made a bit of a mess of this. Because, yeah, anyway. So, folks, I'm going to leave this video here. I think I kind of showed what I wanted to show with this video. Hopefully you found this video useful. And yeah, that's it for now. I guess there has been some progress with the game. I think there's still a long way to go, but hopefully they seem to be fairly dedicated to it. So in a few, along the way, we will see some changes. So that's it for now, folks. Thanks for watching, and bye.